it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I've got something a bit different for you. I've not done one of these videos before. We've got 3 games that are now 10 years old this year. So they all came out in 2016. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to play them all, platinum them, and then just see if they're still worth it, see if they're still good in this 10 years later. Hopefully they are. If they're not, then it's going to be pretty annoying. But yeah, a few of these games, or one of these games I have played before, and I played it when it came out. But the other 2 I've actually never played before. So I'm hoping that they are quite good. But yeah, let's get into the first game. So starting out, we have a game that's part of a series that I've really enjoyed throughout the years. The third one was my favourite, and I've not played the 4th one yet, but someone's told me that the 4th one is really good. So I'm going to give that a go soon. But it's none other than Far Cry Primal. There are a lot of Far Cries out there, but I've heard that this is one of the good ones. I'm hoping at least. And yeah, so it's 10 years old. I'm going to see how it plays. The most recent Far Cries, I know they're not great, and not many people like them, but hopefully this one is good, as I say. But yeah, this is the first time ever playing this game. This isn't one of the ones that I've played before, so let's get into it, see what it's like. 10,000 BCE, damn. A few years ago. That woolly mammoth is huge. What the fuck? Am I going to get to take that out like straight away? There's loads of them. This is probably the worst time to attack one. Wow. It's a lot of elephants. Well, woolly mammoths. Oh, I can finally move. Whoa. I'm crouching. I'm crouching. Sneaky. Oh, he's a big boy. He's a big unit. There goes the con. Huh? Oh, there's a little baby on. Well, not little, but small one. That's cute. Bang. Straight in the neck. And in the butt. Is this the bastard? Bang. Straight in the head. Last spear. Bang. In the chest. You're done. I feel bad, but you're dead. Oh shit. Fucking hell. Oh. Wow, that's a great opening sequence, to be fair. How the fuck do we survive that? Especially back then. 10,000 BC. There's no way you survive that. Oh, his mate definitely hasn't, I don't think. Oh, do we now become like leader of the tribe or something? Oh yeah, he's fucked. We get the beads. Yeah, say less, mate. I'll become the Wencha brother king. You best believe. I'll be ruling with an iron fist now. Oh, first trophy. This way to Oros. Survive the mammoth hunt. I'll take as many reeds as I can get. Why? I'll take some wood. Mate, I have no idea what this stuff does for me, but I'm a hoarder. In games like this, I'm most definitely a hoarder. Wait, I just picked up slate. That was just a wham rock. I don't know if that was slate. I like the way you move in this game. I don't think it's quite good. To be fair, I haven't actually played a Far Cry game in a long time, and I think this one's obviously a little bit different to the majority of them. Oh, it actually shows you making it. That, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen a game do that in forever. It actually shows you that you've made something. That's quite cool. I like that. Ping. Oh, the urge to just let that go, surely. Oh, I've got 8 arrows by default. Huge. Now I hunt. Ah, everything's on fire. That's not good. That's not what I wanted. Oh my god, I'm on fire. Everything is on fire. Every single thing. What the hell? That is really not what I wanted to do. I've got 5 times the bone. I've also just got 10 XP, which is like skin wolf. Solid way to kill wolves, that. Solid way. Just destroy it everywhere. After my very close call with the wolves, like honestly, I genuinely had no idea that if you set fire to one thing, everything goes up in flames as well. That was genuinely crazy. It completely startled me, as you can tell. But yeah, anyway, after that debacle, it was on to making my way through the story. The gap between the first and the second trophy was around about an hour and a half. To be honest, I think it was that long just purely because I'm just looking around absolutely everything. But the next trophy was Spiritual Advisor for getting Tensei to join the Wenja village. If you've not played the game, then the Wenja is basically your tribe and you're recruiting people to join and grow your numbers. So I made my way back to the village and quickly earned the trophy for upgrading 2 village huts for home improvement. The game was quite short really, and the next day in like a 5-hour period I was able to get 11 trophies. I repelled the Udam attack for the spear proof trophy. I then grew the population of the Wenja tribe and also recruited some people for the story as well for 4 trophies: Subdivisions, Deadeye, Mr. Fix-It and Grey Huntress as well. Other than that, I tamed my first rare beast for the Fancy Friend trophy, discovered 15 locations for the Mapmaker trophy. I then eliminated 25 enemies using takedowns for the Killer's Belief trophy. I eliminated 50 targets with my Tame Beast. I then healed my Tame Beast 25 times. And then finally, one that I didn't actually enjoy very much. I wasn't happy that they had it in there, to be honest. I had to kill and skin one tamed beast for the Tears of Shame trophy. Now obviously if I'm fighting a wolf out in the open, yeah, fair. But one that I've tamed and I just have to kill, it just felt wrong. But yeah, anyway, I got that. And then before I bring you back to the live version of me, there were 3 more trophies the following morning. Menagerie for taming 7 beasts, 12 labors, yeah, for completing 12 specialist missions, and Out of My Way for eliminating 25 enemies while riding any beast. Right, I've got a decent little update for you here, guys. So I've just been really doing the story and everything. My tribe, I've got quite a lot of people in there now. How many have I got? Population is 74 out of 40. Well, 74 just in general, not out of 40. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's been good. The story's quite actually decent. Which, to be fair, all Far Cry games do have decent stories. Yeah, so what I'm going to do at the minute, I'm just going to go and try and do the Bloodfang Sabertooth hunt. Hopefully I can get it done. If I'm too low a level, or not level, but I haven't got good enough gear, then I'll give it another go later on. But yeah, other than that, I'm making my way through. I've done quite a lot of trophies so far. Let me see how many I've got. Well, I say quite a lot. It's not a crazy amount. I've done 17 out of 51, which I'm quite happy with, to be honest. It feels like I'm quite a decent way through the story. Well, I hope at least. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think this is the big one that I've got to do still. But yeah, that's going to be probably the thing I do after this hunt. Hopefully we can get this hunt done and it's decent. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a second. Fuck off, badger, mate. How's this badger gonna kill me? What the hell? Wonder what traps I can do. Let's see. Yeah, come on in. Spike trap there. Spike trap here. Oh, you can do loads. Oh, I'm in the Bloodfang den. Let's set up these traps. No, I don't have any hardwood. No. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Leave me alone. My tame beast is a fucking idiot. That's what the problem is. Let me go revive my beast. Run. Oh my god, no, it's coming. Shit. Hill beast. Fuck. No, 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 don't go straight after it, you idiot. My beast is gonna get fucked up. My beast is gonna die. I need to run. No! Oh, that's so annoying. For God's sake. If I just had the other wood, I think I'd have been alright. Oh, is my thing now dead? Let me kill it. Come on, come back. Oh! Yes, here kitty. Tame the Bloodfang Sabertooth, get in. Really happy I've done that, to be fair. That was good. It's a pretty fucking decent animal to have as well. That's unreal. Because this is, no, not that one. It's literally like 5 strength, 5 speed, 3 on stealth, but no one gives a fuck about stealth. Strength and speed, that is unbelievable. So gassed, I got that down so gassed. Yeah, now I'm just going to be going straight more into story really. Let us carry on with the story. And that was the Bloodfang. Very hard fought battle. That took me 2 goes, but we got there in the end. For a little while, I'll just let the trophies just play out in the background while I rate the game. Of course, with a video like this, I'll have to rate the game on some different categories. So, we're going to go with the story, gameplay, and the platinum itself, of course. Starting with the story, I was honestly very surprised with this one. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. You could feel the emotion in the characters massively throughout the story. I also liked that you could just do things in the order that you wanted to do them, rather than having to do it in a specific order. Obviously with the last mission, it's always going to be the last mission, but everything else leading up to the final part of the game, you're just left to do what you wanted to do really. I think it actually made the game better, that they weren't speaking like normal, like in English or something. It makes you feel so much more immersed in the game. It would have taken me straight back to reality if they were speaking English. It would have just been so weird. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. The story, I'd definitely give it a 7 out of 10, I think. Very decent. I'd happily play the game again just for the story alone. Now for gameplay. This might just be because I haven't played a Far Cry game for a long while, but I really enjoyed the gameplay. The movement felt so fluid and the combat felt really good, even though it was just using clubs, spears and like arrows and things like that. It still remained really fun and enjoyable, and for that I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10. I know a lot of people probably won't agree with that. Maybe if I played some of the other Far Cry games it wouldn't be as good, but I'm going to have to play some Far Cry games to be able to find that out, and there might be one coming slightly soon, but I can't confirm. And now for the platinum itself. Unfortunately for me, this is where the game lets itself down. The grind is real in this game. You have to get 100 kills with each type of the main weapons, play 10 tribal clash missions, 15 help Wenja, capture all the outposts, complete all of the hut upgrades, find 80 collectibles, which in all fairness, collectibles wise, it isn't that bad. They're shown on the map when like you zoom in far enough, so it's completely fine. But the cherry on top of the cake is most definitely the Expert Wenja trophy for learning all skills. This makes the platinum experience fall quite a lot in my opinion. The rest of the trophies are grindy, don't get me wrong, but they're a fun grind. But with this one, you just have to do so much. You have to do missions for extra skill points and then also gain so much XP for the trophy. It's crazy. It took me ages to finally finish this off. I also struggled to like motivate myself towards the end because it was just taking such a long while. I feel like XP wise, by the time I'd finished the story, which was virtually one of the last things I'd done, I was nowhere near. I was genuinely like 35 skill points off, I think. And I'd done all of the extra skill point ones basically towards that point. Maybe I only had about 5-6 left. So I had to get a load more just with XP alone. And it just felt like way too much of a grind. It was really odd towards the end. But it's annoying because it sort of leaves a bad taste in your mouth with the game. It was so good, but just the final part of it was a bit frustrating really. But yeah, for the platinum itself, I'm going to have to give it a 4 out of 10. So overall, that gives the game a 6 out of 10, which in all fairness, I think that's quite a good score. 6 out of 10, it's not a bad one at all for the first game as well. Okay, Safe, you've just watched a hell of a lot of me just grinding out the game. I even done quite a little bit off of camera as well, off of even recording as well. But yeah, I'm basically right near the end of the game. I think that this is going to be the last mission, or like the end of the last mission. I'm just about to go into Ul's cave. I presume there's going to be a boss fight, which I am looking forward to. The spear is so sick, by far the best weapon. The bow and arrow is also pretty decent for things like this. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this game. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. The gameplay's 10 times better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, this looks like a boss fighty type area. This does, if I've ever seen one. Oh, there are enemies in there. You just see me completely miss all my arrows there. Oh well. Oh no, it's not a boss fight area. This cave is wham. Where am I even going? Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever actually played this Far Cry. I know I've seen a lot of people give it really good reviews and really liked it. But yeah, not a lot of my friends have actually played it though. I've just seen lots online about it being really good, which completely agree with. So good. There we go. Here he is. Here it is. The final boss. Smash. Bang. Ul is a neek. Oh, great. My thing's dead already. It's like instant. Oh shit. He's a hefty boy. That was sick. Run and heal. My god. Okay, god. Oh god, there's loads of them. There is loads of them. Bees are going to have to make an appearance again soon. Oh, go away. Go away, bees. Go away. Leave me alone. Just attack him. Yes, he's dead. Oh, thank god. We are absolutely massive. That was actually quite easy once you use the beehives. A lot easier. Ah, yes, a baby. A baby. Channeling my inner Mike Myers. It's kind of sad, I guess, but we do kind of have to kill him because he's a dickhead. So it's unfortunate. The death of Ul. Do we get a trophy for that, or is that just not really? There we go, evolution in action. Complete the mission to hunt for Ul. What do I do now? Okay, I get to speak to this guy, see what I've got. I don't have much left to do at all. I think I literally have like 5 trophies now. Yeah, 5 I think. Maybe 4. I've still got a lot of skill points to get. I think I've got 20 something to get. I've only got 1 more collectible to get, like the hands and the things like that. I need to jump from the top of somewhere into the water, and I need to get the final outpost, which I'd done all of them on the map, and there was none like left at all, so I don't know if it's in the other area, but it's only unlocked after the game's finished. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. But yeah, they're the only ones I have left, so I've not got a lot at all. I really like the fact that you can just slide down a mountain rather than having to do the grapple all the time, but yeah, I think that is quite fun. Obviously extremely unrealistic, but ultimately 10,000 BC, they could have been sliding down there. You don't know that. That could have been the norm. Come on, guys. Here it is, yeah. that bad boy. Okay, that's Mark 4 Wenger done. Now, where's the closest bit of stuff? Let's go there. This should be the trophy. Yeah, there we go, cave order. We got 80 collectibles, not 50. What was wrong with it? I found the final outpost. It was actually at the top of the map, and I just hadn't gone to this tiny, weensy bit of an area, which is so annoying. But at least I found it. The good thing about this being in this area is I feel like these enemies are a lot easier to kill than the fire enemies or the ones in the south. The south enemies are a lot harder to kill than this lot. There we go, that is it. Am I going to get this trophy? Should do. There we go, expansion. Capture all outposts. 2 left to go, guys. 2 left to go. 2 left. Oh, God. Nearly done. But yeah, I'll catch you guys once I've got the skill points. For you, it's going to be seconds. For me, it's going to probably be like at least an hour or 2 of grinding. But yeah, catch you in a bit. And it's been 2 days, guys. Yeah, I've finally done it. Yesterday, I went out after work, so I wasn't able to actually get it done. But I've grinded a lot this evening, a couple of hours, and I was able to get all of the skill points required. So the only thing we have left is to get Fire Master 2. So I'll learn that. Let me get my headphones on so I just can hear everything. So yeah, I'll learn that. There we go, that's Expert Wenger trophy. And now we just have the one left, and that's to jump off of that peak. And fortunately, I'm literally standing here. So here we go, here's to nothing. Hopefully this pops the trophy when I land. Oh God, oh there we go. Candidate of Faith, and then Apex Predator. Obtain all the trophies, 100% complete. What a day. That has been really good. The little grind at the end, didn't enjoy it, getting all of the bloody skill points, but other than that, it has been a really good game. And yeah, you wouldn't think it was 10 years old, to be honest. But yeah, let's get into the next game. Up next, we have an indie game that came out in 2016, of course. I've also never played this game before, but I remember seeing it when it came out. And I thought it did look quite interesting. But yeah, I'll be playing Unravel. It comes in as a 3 out of 10 for difficulty on PSN profiles, which I will explain later, but I think that's a bit too low. And then it should also only take 9 hours to complete. It's a side-scrolling game where everything in the environment is basically dangerous to us and trying to kill you almost. But there are no actual enemies or anything like that. My plan for this game is to play it through once normally and just try to enjoy the story, getting as many level specific trophies as I can, and then clean everything else up once I'm finished, when I need to do the no death runs. And then the last trophy will be one that I actually struggled with and got annoyed, so I was like, I'll just come back to this at the end. So for the story, we're trying to piece together memories of this old lady's life through going to her memories, like in pictures, and finding a knitted item at the end. I thought the story was nice, but I can't really remember any specifics really. The main focus for me was just swayed towards how difficult the actual levels were. After seeing it was a 3 out of 10, I thought, great, this will be a nice easy break from the longer platinums that I've done. Not necessarily like more difficult games, but just purely a short, easy platinum. I was quite wrong with the easy part. The first level treats you like a child, and it's very hard to fail the level, even though I still found ways to die, but I digress. You get to the second level and it's almost like a side-scrolling Dark Souls game. It's so unforgiving. When they first introduced water, it seemed like my little character was like a magnet for it. I was falling in the water left, right and centre. I had no idea how I was going to complete all the levels, let alone do the levels without dying as well. Unfortunately, around 4 or 5 levels into the game, I decided it's best for me to watch some guides while I play the levels and follow along because it was just so difficult for me. My brain just couldn't comprehend what was going on in some of the places. honestly, shout out to Maka91 Productions. He has the best Unravel tutorials. If you're going to play Unravel, watch his videos, guys. They made it so much easier for me, and all of the collectibles were very easy to find using the guides as well. So good, absolute goat in the Unravel scene. So now that you know I'm a dirty little cheater, and I actually looked at guides to get my way through the game, I'll now let you know my thoughts. So the story itself, as I've mentioned, you forget the game really, because it's not story focused. The main focus for me was just the difficulty of the levels and just going through that. So for me, I'm gonna have to say that it's probably about a 4 out of 10 for story. The parts I remember were nice. Overall, the ending is decent, but I don't know. I wanted possibly more, but then it's also an indie game. So for an indie game, it's pretty decent. Up next, we have gameplay. There are parts that I hated, but there are definitely parts that I really liked as well. The swinging from point to point, I really enjoyed. I thought that flowed really well, and it was a great game mechanic. But then the mosquitoes are out of order. The world just trying to kill you isn't great, but then there's no real enemies, so I can't blame them for that. Overall, I'd say gameplay is probably a 6 out of 10. I think that's reasonable. It's not amazing, it's not the worst. There are probably more things I liked compared to what I disliked. So 6 is fair. Now for the platinum itself. The platinum actually made me hate the game, arguably. The no death runs were just so out of order. Like, brother, why are the mechanics of certain levels just impossible to get unless you memorise the level or watch a guide? Best believe, as I've said, I was watching guides throughout. The no death runs were just crazy. If you wasn't watching guides, they're mental. I'm getting old, guys. There's no room in my brain to memorise 10-15 minutes of an Unravel level. It's just not happening at my big old age of 27. Let's be honest, guys. I think you know where this is going, but I'm going to have to give it a 3 out of 10. The only thing that saves it is that it's a shorter platinum anyway. If it was a longer game, I definitely would have been giving it a 2 or a 1. I feel like 2016 was one of the last few years of having games with like a brutal part of the platinum. So this game was obviously the no death runs. That was completely brutal. Far Cry Primal was the grind for the skill points. That was quite brutal. It took ages. And then the final game also has a brutal part about it. But obviously I'll get into that in a little while. Anyway, the overall score for Unravel comes in as a 4 out of 10. And comparing that to Far Cry Primal, yeah, I think it does deserve probably 2 ratings lower, in my opinion. Far Cry Primal is probably the stronger game of the 2. The part of the video on Unravel hasn't been that long, I know. I didn't do any live commentary or anything like that. I don't think you guys would have really actually enjoyed me just raging while I'm playing the mosquito level specifically. After completing the game, there were only a few trophies left to complete. I of course had to finish the no death runs for each level. Annoyingly, I only managed to do 2 or 3 levels without dying during the first playthrough, which is very poor. I also needed to do some specific challenges on the first couple of levels, which is actually where I started really. I needed to find all of the collectibles. Guides helped absolutely massively. As mentioned before, I struggled a lot with the pacifist trophy where you have to go through level 3 without attempting to attack any mosquitoes. Absolute bastard of a level. And obviously this is made especially hard because the same button to grab onto stuff is the same button that you'd press to swat mosquitoes. It's a lose-lose situation. You use the button and then you try and hit a mosquito, and you don't use the button and you can't finish the level. It was frustrating to say the least, guys. But thankfully that was the final trophy I had to do, and once I earned the pacifist trophy, the platinum was mine. I did feel like I'd achieved something after the trophy had popped. I definitely do want to do some harder games. It's obviously only a 3 out of 10, which is crazy to me. I felt like it was at least deserving of maybe a 5. I'm definitely not changing the fact that I think the platinum overall is a 3 out of 10, not difficulty wise, just enjoyment wise. Now, will the final game be better than the first 2? Let's find out. The third and final game of the video actually changed a couple of times throughout the video. And this game I've never actually played before. And boy was I kicking myself at that. This was honestly amazing. It's none other than Titanfall 2. I feel like I'm so late to the party with this one. On PSN profiles, it's down as a 6 out of 10 for difficulty. It should take only 17 hours to complete, and it requires one full playthrough if you do it the right way. Where I've said it changed a couple of times, I was originally going to be playing No Man's Sky, which I have actually played before back when it came out, but I decided to change it over. I saw Titanfall 2 in CEX for a $5, and I just couldn't pass up that opportunity. For those of you who aren't English or just don't know what CEX is, it's a second-hand game shop in the UK. To be fair, you can literally get anything gaming or electronics wise there. But yeah, let's get into the game. Okay, here we go with Titanfall 2. Here we go. What I might try and do first is the multiplayer. Yeah, let's start with multiplayer, see if I can get some stuff done with that. Set the brightness. I always set it really high. I don't know whether anyone else does that, but yeah, I always find that I like it being really high so I can see almost everything when it's really dark everywhere. I hate it in games where I just can't see because it's so dark. Let's just join this, see what happens. Might it work? Oh, there we go. Free association. Trophy number 1. Join a player-created multiplayer network. Dicks out for Harambe. Here we go. Here we go indeed. Cool. Now I'm pretty sure I've just got to customize one of these. Yeah, lock and load. That's the second online trophy. And we only actually have one more online trophy left. Let me change it back to the assault rifle. Oh, that gun looks quite sick. I'm just going to use that. I need to get in a match. It says happy hour starts in 6 hours. I don't know what that means. I presume maybe that's when everyone's online. But yeah, earn 5 extra merits per day during happy hour. Oh, that's not why. Hopefully there's players playing this game. I did sort of test on my other account. I don't know. It was searching on my other account. I never actually got into a game just because I wanted to play Arc Raiders. To be honest, if this video is late coming out, the reason why is because I've been banging Arc Raiders. Absolutely love that game, by the way, so far. So good, so good. If we get into a game, I'll obviously show you guys that, but if we can't, then I'll get straight into the campaign. Oh, we're getting into a game. Yes, we're getting into a game. Attrition, I have no idea what that means. I'm also going to be horrendous at the game because I haven't even tried the, what's it called yet? I just got to hope that I'm on the winning team. Hope and pray I'm on the winning team. Okay guys, what on earth do I do? Okay, we're off. What have I got to do? Attrition, eliminate the enemy forces. Mate! Oh no, we're going to be on the losing team. That's not good. That was horrendous. Please, 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 please. Yes! So it begins. Win a multiplayer match. Oh my god, thank god for that. I was getting kind of annoyed with that, I'm not going to lie guys. I'm level 5. I feel like I've been doing this for so long. I've been doing this for absolutely ages, honestly. Let me look at the recording. An hour and 4 minutes to get the 3 trophies, and I got the other two like instantly. Now we can just crack on with the campaign basically. So, right, return to the main menu, straight onto the campaign, new game, Esky Tit. I haven't even played the first one, I can't lie. Obviously, I've now played some of the multiplayer, so that's the first sort of experience of the game, but hopefully the normal pit is better. So I started the campaign. You start with this VR simulation training exercise, which by the looks of it is simple and nice, and there's not much to it. It then comes to the gauntlet, which again, there's no pressure, you just need to complete the gauntlet, and then you can progress. But if you've played this before, you know this is no ordinary area. Here is by far the hardest trophy in this game. You have to beat the gauntlet, but not only beat it, you have to place top 3 on the leaderboard. That's sub 33.65 seconds, which was unimaginable for me. My first few attempts, I didn't even break the 50-second mark. This was honestly a serious learning curve for me, and I was determined not to move on until I had this trophy. This was the hardest one, so surely getting this first would mean it's all downhill. It's all a downhill battle from here. I was most definitely right in thinking that, but in practice, it was all a lot easier said than done. When you watch the videos of people's runs, you honestly think, oh, that's not that hard, I could easily do that. Genuinely, you are wrong. Obviously, some people will just be able to pick it up and then do it so very quickly, like straight away. But for normal people, it takes a little while. For me, it took a total of 2 hours. 2 whole hours of just attempts and then resetting, another attempt, another reset, until finally I looked like I was going to get the trophy. I was going so fast. The ghost was always ahead of me towards the end, but I can make up the time with just a different jump. And finally, I'd done it. The Becomes the Master trophy was mine. That was a seriously crazy grind. I can't believe I was able to get that done, especially after how bad I was at first. My god, that was honestly so difficult. And now it was just onto the rest of the game, which should be a cakewalk from here. The majority of the trophies are just for completing different missions in the story. There are only really a couple truly missable trophies. One of them is Close Shave for keeping both Lieutenant Shaver and Freeborn alive. They can very easily be taken out by the enemies here. It's best to try and get them to focus the fire on you, although this can be very costly on the Master difficulty, so make sure to be careful. In total, there's 51 trophies for this game, hardest being Becomes the Master, and then closely followed by Legendary Pilot for completing the campaign on the Master difficulty. I say closely followed, but it's nowhere near as difficult. On Master, it's like you're constantly playing against Fortnite sweats. You pop up out of cover for a second and they're just shooting your head off. But if you play slowly and calmly, not trying to push too quick, you can usually get the levels done pretty easily, only dying like a couple of times. If I had to do this difficulty without dying, then I genuinely think I would have had an aneurysm. It would be complete stress, start to finish. I'm not looking forward to when I have to play Wolfenstein 2, that's honestly going to be a killer. Anyway, let's get back to Titanfall and go through the story. So, you start out as a soldier who I believe wants to be a pilot. You get thrown straight into a war on a random planet. Your friend and trainer dies after saving your life not once but twice, and in his dying breath he changes control of the Titan over to you. You're now the new pilot of BT. BT is the name of the Titan, who, by the way, is one of the best companions in any game that I've ever played. At first he's kind of annoying in my opinion, but by the end of the game you most definitely will love him. So story, we're trying to stop a group of mercenaries called the Apex Predators. They're run by this guy called Blisk, who was the one that actually killed our friend at the beginning. You're chasing them throughout the game on different planets, and you find they have a weapon that can actually destroy different planets as well. In each area you have to have a boss fight. Some of them are a lot easier than others. A couple that I really struggled with were Ash, because that just type of Titan, I found it so hard to fight. They're so nimble and they're just, when they're close to you and they hit you with their sword, they will just fuck you up completely. It's a joke. And then Viper as well. Viper was like a complete another level compared to the rest of the bosses. I honestly don't know how I done it. It was just pure luck, to be honest. I tried it so many times. But yeah, that's the main gist of the story. Let's rank this bad boy. Honestly, I'm going to have to give the story an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I think that this is by far the best game that I've played out of the three. The story gripped me from the start, and I really enjoyed the characters. And as I've mentioned already with BT, he's genuinely one of the best companions in any game. Arguably, he's the main character and we're just a side character. I'm still annoyed that I didn't give this game a go sooner. It deserves a lot more love, in my opinion, from the whole gaming community. Up next, we have the gameplay. For me, it's probably a 7. The gameplay felt very fluid and the movement was mostly good. Sometimes when you're controlling BT, it felt a bit rubbish, and your movement speed was really slow. But that's only a small issue, to be honest. It was probably because I was just bad at the combat, and I always felt like I was just open against enemy titans all of the time. The visuals are also stunning as well. Yeah, it's just a brilliantly made game. Now finally, the platinum itself. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, it's got everything that I hate in a platinum. Online trophies, an extremely difficult challenge that requires a lot of precision, and then to top it all off, you have to complete the game on the hardest difficulty. but I can't lie, I absolutely loved it. Everything about this game I really enjoyed. Other than the online, obviously, that's just annoying. But genuinely, everything else I loved. Even the gauntlet grind. Yes, it was hard. Yes, I got annoyed, but I constantly felt like I was getting better and better, and that made me enjoy it so much. So for me, it's honestly going to have to be a 9 out of 10 for the platinum, with 1 point being taken away for the online part. Albeit only winning a game and some menu content, it's still out of order having it in there. That means overall I give the game an 8 out of 10. I think that's extremely fair and it's definitely better than the other 2 games. Just before I finished the story, in the last mission I was able to earn 8 trophies. 2 were for killing 3 enemies both while sliding and wall running. Spoiler alert if you are going to play the game. I called in a new BT because of our original one died. Very sad. This also earned me the Jack of all trades trophy for collecting all of BT's loadouts in the campaign. I then used the smart core ability and killed 25 infantry in 2 seconds as a Titan for the Annihilation trophy. I destroyed a Titan with the smart core. I also destroyed a Titan with a melee execution, and then finally I earned the no salvage trophy for defeating Sloan. We then have the final cutscene of the game, and BT, the absolute hero that he is, he makes a sacrifice, throwing you to safety while he plummets into the arc reactor and saves everyone's lives. Ultimately, BT is the GOAT, and I'm not allowing anyone to say otherwise. Damn, that's the story. That was honestly amazing. I'm quite shocked at how much I actually really enjoyed the game. I don't know why. I always saw the Titanfall games come out, the 2 come out, but I just never wanted to play them back then. But so glad I've played this one now. This has honestly been unreal. I'm nearly done with all of the trophies as well. We're on 80%, I think it said. We've got quite a lot of trophies now. So 43 out of 51, not many left at all. 7 normal ones to get through. And let's have a quick look, see what they are. I think there's going to be at least 2 collectible ones. And what are the rest? There's a hidden trophy, I don't know what that is. Activate a stalker rack. Oh, that's with the thing. That's also where I do another one. I need to destroy 3 enemy titans with 1 core ability. I can't believe I didn't perform a melee takedown. But yeah, every time I sort of tried to do it, it just didn't work. But yeah, so gotta get in all of the collectibles and then I can clean up the rest as well. But yeah, I'll catch you guys once it's all finished and we're about to get the platinum trophy. So back to grinding I went. I was able to get all of the trophies done quite quickly. I started out by getting my 25th collectible for the collector trophy. Then in the first mission I went back and performed a melee takedown while cloaked. I have no idea why I couldn't do this at first. I then in the same mission was able to destroy a Titan with the flame core for the flame on trophy, and then using a different core I was able to destroy 3 Titans with 1 core ability. Not the same mission as the takedown one, but as in like these 2 were done in the same mission sort of thing. Quickly after that I was able to earn the Pied Piper and the Robot Army trophies for firstly activating a stalker rack and then acquiring 6 more friendly stalkers at the same time. Then it was on to the final collectible trophy for the platinum. Okay, this is the last collectible that I need. It is up here. Let's climb up. It's been quite quick getting these really. I have done it over a few days, but that's only because I didn't really have the time to play. Right, here we go. This should be the trophy for all of the collectibles. Grab it. Yep, every nook and cranny, find all collectibles, and then finally, welcome to the 6th floor for earning all of the trophies, and that is the platinum. Yeah, I know I've said this, but honestly, great game. I am quite shocked that I'd never played it before. But yeah, so that's it for the video. All of the games from 2016. Crazy that all of these games were from that far away. Some of them definitely doesn't feel like it. This feels like it could have been a game that came out literally last year or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, if you could leave a like, that'd be great. If you wanted to subscribe, that's obviously even better. But yeah, hope everyone has a great day. Safe.